teacher work day. We go back to school tomorrow, and I was really trying to go to Disney, but I don't think it's gonna happen before my nail appointment at 2:30. So my co-worker is planning on going with her kids later after 2 because we can get in without a reservation after 2. So I think I'm gonna go home now, continue working at home with my husband and spend some time with him and the animals, and then after my nail appointment, then I'm gonna go to Disney for a few hours to end our summer break in a magical way. Or not summer break, to end our winter break in a magical way. So that's what we're gonna do. So let's get home. I was hoping that they would still have their Christmas lights up in the greenhouses, and I was right. It was worth the wait, which was not long at all compared to the first time I saw it, and it just makes it all the more magical.
Cacao is chocolate's main ingredient. Once a year, to celebrate Robin Hood with a 7-course seafood dinner. In Europe, where fresh fruit is rare in winter, they're much harder to find. Each year, When we give more, we receive the land's green gifts.
She might be coming down tomorrow, but there was one year we left her up almost until Valentine's Day, so we'll see how we feel. So we just got home a few minutes ago. It's around 8 p.m. but I left work early. I left around 11 and I got home probably about 11:45, closer to 12-ish kind of. Yeah, I would say I got home around 11:30 because we're allowed to leave early typically for teacher work days, and so I had my heart set on going to Disney earlier in the day before my nail appointment, and I was gonna do a solo trip. I was thinking of going to Animal Kingdom, but then my coworker stopped by and she said that she wanted to go to Disney, so then we made plans to go after my nail appointment, and that didn't work out because she got home from Vermont yesterday. They did a road trip back home, and she just needed rest, which is totally understandable. So thankfully though, she was able to get me a reservation, but by the time I went to my nail appointment and got out, it was already 4 p.m. So technically I didn't need one. And it was also quite overcast when I was leaving the nail salon, which, let me show you my nails because they're very cute. So they're a bubblegum pink, which I definitely need to moisturize my hands. I have been without moisturizer all day and you can tell that they're a bit dry, but this is my natural nail length. I also have to play guitar for work, so I can't have too long of nails, but I just wanted a clean look, a nice pink, and then I got a Mickey design on on my thumb, which it's kind of hard to see up close, but I got it on both thumbs. Look how cute, because I like taking pictures and video of my coffees, so that was the purpose behind that. But it was a very lovely experience. I went to Embellished by Miriam in Winter Park, which I had driven by a few times, and then I saw that another YouTuber that I enjoy watching, Emily Nelson, she lives in this area, or the Orlando area, and she goes there, and so I decided to check out their Instagram page, and they're really close by, so I had a very nice experience. Shout out to Jennifer. But anyways, yeah, we got out of the nail salon at 4 p.m, almost the height of rush hour, but the drive wasn't too bad. And then by the time I got to Epcot, I was parked in the last row, which it didn't seem like there were a lot of people there, but I definitely was in the last row all the way at the end. So we got our steps in, and I also realized that my pants are a tad too long and they definitely need to be hemmed because it did rain a little bit while I was there and my pants ended up getting a little wet at the bottom, but no big deal. And then I was pleasantly surprised because when I got to the front of the park, they still had the Festival of the Holidays decor up in front of the Spaceship Earth ball, and I just thought maybe that they hadn't gone to taking that down yet, but then as I was walking around the park, I noticed there was still Christmas decor everywhere except for the tree. I did not see the tree, so I think they did take that down. I decided to peruse some of the shops at the front of the park, and then I saw the 2025 merchandise again. This is like my third time seeing it, and they do have really cute sweatshirts, but I have gotten 3 sweatshirts in like the past month. Some were gifted and one of them I bought myself. Actually, 2 of them I bought myself. So living in Florida, you don't need that many sweatshirts. But anyways, then I decided to grab a fun drink from Joffrey's. I got the awesome lemonade, which I'm sure they've had throughout this holiday season, and I think when they refresh the menu, that's probably not going to be available anymore, but it was quite tasty in a lovely pink color so that I could take pictures and video with my new nails. But regardless, after that, I walked around the shops some more. I went into the Connection shop, and is it called Connections? I'm not sure, but I grabbed some truffle fries from the Connections Cafe because truffle's in season now. So that was a nice little snack, and I really just took my time enjoying that and enjoying just sitting and taking in all the views. I don't know why I'm so out of breath, honestly. But I guess it's just because I have so much to share. I'm very excited. So after that, I decided to see if they still had the glimmering greenhouses in Living with the Land pavilion, and at that point it was drizzling a little bit, so I had to put on my poncho, my handy dandy poncho, and thankfully I wasn't out in the rain for too long, but it was only a 15-minute wait for the Living with Land, and the greenhouses did still have the Christmas lights, so that was a really lovely time. One last holiday moment, one magical holiday moment. So that was a very nice way to end the night. And then I was craving chocolate, so I stopped in a Starbucks on the way out and I got a decaf shaken espresso with strawberry and mocha, which I made up. It's not on the menu right now, but it was really tasty. And then I also got a chocolate cake pop. And maybe it wasn't decaf. Maybe that's why I'm so excited. But hopefully, because now I'm going to get ready for bed and try to get to bed early because the students come back tomorrow and we have to go back. But thankfully, we have quite a few holidays to look forward to. Anyways, we're getting back into our normal routine and we still have to take down our holiday decor. So I'm sure that's where we will see each other next.
우연이라고 하기엔 I'm so deep it doesn't make any sense. Alright. 사랑이라고 하기엔 너무 이른 것 같아. I won't let 꽃잎처럼 난 따뜻한 햇살 아래 깨어나버린 flower. 어느새 너지 alright. 깨어날 수 없는 예쁜 꿈만 같아. 피어나 난 내게 다가와 babe. 시간이 갈수록 전부 다 시들기 전에 Start of a love boy. You got my heart so 피어나 난 내게 다가와 babe. Moving for you, moving for you, oh love. Moving for you, moving for you, oh love. 설레게 하면서도 편한 느낌이 들어. 낯설은 기분이야 baby. 나만 이렇게나 빛날 수가 있어. 나 영원히 원해 이대로 나와 got it. 꽃잎처럼 난 따뜻한 햇살 아래 깨어나버린 flower. 어느새 너지 alright. 깨어날 수
We made it to Friday, and I'm pretty surprised that I have remembered to vlog the little moments throughout the week. So I'm gonna spend today and tomorrow editing this vlog, and then Sunday we're supposed to go to Animal Kingdom with my dad, so I feel like that would be a nice way to kick off next week's vlog. But looking at my hair, it kind of looks like we really did have a rough week, and overall I would say that at my job with my students it wasn't rough, but just like having to wake up early, having to drive in traffic, and it's been cold, so it's been harder to get out of bed because we live in Florida and we're just not used to it. Okay, so anyways, most days I would just throw my hair back and I'm pretty sure I need to wash it. So it's looking rough. But anyways, on the topic of hair, I've also started to be more consistent, which is my theme for this year, in taking my supplements and minerals in my water, and also just like trying to get my protein for the day. I feel like these little hairs are growth. Like I have this hair right here that I saw and I was like, okay, that's new. So I feel like that's like new growth that's happening, even though it's in like such an awkward spot. But it could be that I have to wash my hair too. Maybe that's why it's like sticking out. But anyways, so on the agenda for today, I really want to organize my office because I just kind of dumped everything in there when we had people over and it shows. And that's also where we keep our cat's stuff. So his hair and dander just like gets everywhere, and if there's boxes and everything in the way, it's harder to keep it all clean. So I really want to do that. That way I can have a nice space to edit. And then I need to work out because I created a fitness plan through the Apple Fitness app, and I did not do so well with my first plan back in November, December, because I got sick and we had construction in our house, so it just was gone. The consistency was not there. But I decided to try again for this month and I haven't been doing so well. So since it's the weekend, what a better way to kick it off than with a workout and cleaning and tidying. Actually, there would be a better way, going to Magic Kingdom, but we're gonna do that tomorrow, hopefully, and I'm pretty sure I'll start a new vlog on Sunday, since Sunday is technically the beginning of the week. But in the spirit of keeping consistency, let's finish out this one. Let's go work Okay, we're definitely warmed up for our workout. It's currently 6:16, so I feel like tidying this entire space probably took almost an hour. It's not perfect. We have to add shelves in the closet. We need a closet door. I feel like that will help keep the space organized, because instead of having bins in my closet, I could probably just organize things on shelves and it would just be so much easier. But that'll come in time, and I'm gonna show you the progress we made, and then we're gonna go work out and keep the sweat dripping. So here is the progress. The space is small, but it's tidy. We can walk and sit down. I do have to wipe this down. I have to figure out what I'm gonna do with these little gifts. But the major things that we need to do, I was thinking we could put the litter box in the hall closet when we fix up the shelves, and we can add a little cat cutout at the bottom of the door, which we also need a door for that closet. But for this closet, I'm thinking we can do wooden shelves just to have like something like that, but maybe extend it more or not if I want to keep hanging stuff. And I can organize and get rid of some of these bins, and then 2 bins can fit at the bottom. And I was thinking maybe like a barn door could go here, And then if we can find a place for everything that I'm storing here, which most of it should be tossed, I'm sure, I can get a standing desk that maybe would just be this big for my laptop or computer. And I'm not so sure that I want to keep the plant stand anymore because these are the two plants that I have left. This one seems to be doing really well and I could plant them, but I put them in water because when they were planted in a pot, they weren't doing so well. And unfortunately, this is the spot where they're not easily accessible by the cat and they can get sunlight, and there's also a vent there. So I know that's not the best to have that draft blowing on them. So I'm not sure if I can find a better spot for them, but other than holding random things, this plant stand is not really doing its job. And if we can reconfigure the layout of all of this, then I can bring the little couch that we have in our big living room in here and just have a really cozy space. So that's the plan, but at least it's all clear and functional.